Welcome to the fourth episode of Virginia Tech Survivor. Last time on Survivor, we had a hotly contested immunity challenge between Naviti and Malolo. Ultimately, Malolo was able to pull out their second immunity challenge victory in the memory challenge. At Tribal Council, Naviti had a very tight vote. In fact, it was a tie vote, but on the revote, it was sadly Jack who was voted off the Naviti tribe. Naviti is down to 5 members, and Malolo is holding strong at 6. 11 castaways remain. Who will be voted out tonight? You guys ready to get to today's challenge? All right, for today's immunity challenge, we will be, of course, in our 2 tribes, and we will be doing slide puzzles in a race fashion, as many of you have already figured out and planned for. So how this is going to work is, oh no, Alexa's gone. So how this is going to work is each tribe will be set in an order of 5 people. Yes, that means Malolo, you will be sitting out 1 member of your tribe from this challenge. I'm not one to make strategy, but I would recommend Lex since her Wi-Fi is having issues today. But how this is going to work is the first 4 castaways on each tribe will be solving the same puzzle in succession. So if Kat was the first person on the Naviti tribe to solve it, she would solve it, and if Kathleen was the second person to solve, she would go second, and she'd have to wait to start until after Kat has finished. We're doing that because in order for your puzzle to count, you have to start it with your screen shared in the Zoom meeting. I have 2 displays with me here today, so I'll be able to see both tribes working on their puzzles simultaneously. So after the first 4 castaways have solved their puzzle, the 5th castaway will solve a harder slide puzzle. Once that castaway has finished, the tribe has finished their immunity challenge, and the first tribe to finish will win immunity and will be safe from tribal council. Loser, of course, will be going and voting off 1 member of their tribe. Does that make sense for everybody? All right, Kat and Camden, are you ready?
Yes, we just pressed the share screen button, right?
Should share a screen, and you got to click on the screen you want to share, and then you're good to go.
Okay.
All right, survivors, are you ready?
Yeah.
Go. All right, Kat and Camden both have started screen sharing. Both are working on the slide puzzle that is the logo. Kat and Camden both working quickly. They're working quickly, but are they working correctly?
No.
Kat for Naviti seems to have a strategy. And it's working well. Camden's still working on the puzzle. Kat may be caught in a little bit of a loop for herself, but she's got the top row. Camden working on the top row still. There is a best strategy to doing these puzzles. Let's see if the tribes have figured out what that is. Kat making quick work of this puzzle. She's got the top 2 rows done, and she's closing in on the finish. Camden's still trying to get that top row going. Naviti out to a big lead. And Kat has finished with her puzzle. Kathleen, you can go as soon as Kat stops sharing.
Good.
And Kat has stopped sharing. Now Kathleen can start her puzzle. Camden's still working, still trying to get that top row. He's got some kind of essay work on the right screen. You're fine. Kathleen has started on her puzzle. And Kathleen seems to be following the same strategy Kat was. 2 tribes received the tree mail at the same time. Maybe Naviti made quicker work of figuring out what it meant. Camden's starting to get it together now, and Kathleen still has the top row finished though. Camden closing in on that top row. But Kathleen continues to extend a big lead for Naviti. Naviti does not want to go to Tribal Council. They've gone the last 2 nights. They want to keep strong. Where it needs to be. Well, Logan is oh so close to finishing, but that last piece isn't quite where he wants it. There he goes, he's got it now. Logan has finished the 4th puzzle for Naviti. Now Isaac can go and start to work on that last one, that last tricky one. Camden's got that upper right corner a lot closer to where it's supposed to be. Will it be enough, Malolo? You're not out of it yet. Now, it's Isaac working on the last puzzle. It's a word puzzle. There's words all over the place, but you got to figure out where they're supposed to go. This one's a little bit trickier because you don't know where the words are supposed to be. Camden working hard on this first puzzle for Malolo. Not out of it yet. Isaac flying around, looking for a pattern. Looking for where maybe the letters line up a little bit neater than they do other places. Isaac thinks he has something. Maybe he's got something going, maybe he doesn't, I don't know. Camden's still working hard. The upper right corner is where his needs to be, but now upper right middle is out of place. Isaac's got something going now. Isaac's maybe almost there. He's got to put the words together still. Malolo, Camden is right back where he was about 5 minutes ago. All on Isaac now. Can he finish this puzzle? Can he figure out what the phrase is and solve the puzzle? He's got to become the sole survivor on there, but he doesn't. And Isaac finishes the puzzle. Isaac And Naviti, win immunity. Malolo will be going to tribal council for the first time since episode 1. That sliding puzzle just got the best of Camden, but Naviti was on it from the start. They are safe from tribal tonight. Malolo, I've got bad news. You'll be seeing me in about 10 minutes at 9:53, we'll call it. We'll be right back in a different Zoom meeting for tribal council. Naviti, thank you for playing. You guys have a good night. You are free. And Malolo, again, I'll see you in 10 minutes. I'll send you the Zoom link for tribal council.
Hey, it's Logan, Naviti team captain here, and I could not be more proud of our efforts after the 4th challenge. It was a tough last 2 challenges. We had to send 2 of our valuable team members home, but I'm feeling optimistic after today's win. Good job, everyone.
I know that the plan was after you went to the very first tribal council that you never want to go again. You want to avoid voting anybody out as long as you can. You did a pretty good job of it. You beat Naviti twice in a row, but all good streaks have to come to an end. And I'm sorry, but I have to start with you, Camden. It's kind of rough out there. It was a rough performance at the immunity challenge. So I'll be frank. What's the case for keeping you around?
All right. Well, first of all, I practiced like crazy for this, but we were not expecting to get hit with 4x4s. I think most of us practiced the 3x3s.
Right.
And then when I clicked on that link and I saw 4x4, I kind of knew that we were screwed. But so yeah. But I mean, to keep me, I practiced my ass off for this. Balled hard as best I could. So there you go.
So it was an issue of overall tribe preparation. Like if I had stuck anybody else out there, would we have the same result?
Maybe. I don't know. I know there were several people who said that they could not do 4x4s. So yeah, we were expecting the last puzzle to be a 4x4, and Samantha said that she had practiced it some. So we were like, okay, well, it's better than most of us because most of us didn't practice at all or very little. So
Okay, that makes sense. Eileen, as tribe leader, you figured out what the tree mill meant pretty much right away. Does any of the preparation maybe lacking? Does that fall on you, or is that everyone in the tribe together shoulders that responsibility?
I do want to take responsibility. I feel like as team leader, I want us to all be as prepared as possible. And as soon as I was like, oh my God, slide puzzles, that's like something that we can do. That's something that always happens on Survivor. I see it all the time. And I was like, 3x3s, like that's just instantly what came to my mind. And I was just sending resource after resource. And I was like, let's practice. And I did try to attempt some 4x4s, and I was like, maybe it will get harder in the end. Like maybe like that's the final step. I knew it was going to have to be some kind of relay race. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll practice some 4x4s in the end, but maybe I should have been more encouraging about all of us practicing in this scenario and just maybe switching it up. So I do feel really bad about it. But hopefully that's not what takes me down.
Well, these are things that happen, and I think the tribe as a whole has been really prepared the last 2 challenges. Maybe today you just hit a roadblock you weren't expecting. So that brings us to, how do you decide to vote today? Luke, do you think there's any alliances going on? I mean, after all, this is a game, and you are here to play the game. What are you basing your vote on tonight?
At this point, I really like everyone in the tribe. So it's going to be really hard to pick who to vote for. We really didn't vote anyone out, and I don't really know of any like big alliances. I know like there's like some friends and everything, but I think we've all gone along pretty well. So having to vote someone out isn't going to be a super easy decision.
Mm-hmm. Lex, I'm going to go to you next because your Wi-Fi sadly precluded you from even participating in the challenge today. Maybe the easy vote is to just vote out the person that doesn't have the best Wi-Fi. What would you say to someone coming with that?
Personally, I would agree. I'm not even gonna lie. I personally would be like, just because not only that, just looking, I can see like how if they feel that because I wasn't able to work with them this time and another time when I wasn't feeling well, like it's kind of like, well, you know, I wouldn't blame them for feeling that way. I'm on my phone right now and my laptop, I've given up on it. But yes, I wouldn't blame them, honestly. Only thing I could say is like I can be a good help when my Wi-Fi works. But yeah, I wouldn't disagree personally.
So then are you telling your tribe to vote you out, or do you?
No, I don't want to leave. I want to help. I want to win. But I can't sit here and act like I can't understand if I were to leave. Does that make sense?
No, that's good.
No, I don't want to go. That's not the plan here.
Well, that's good. That's good. Sammy, I'm gonna go to you. You seemed like you were the most prepared, at least from what other people have said. You were ready for a 4x4. Your tribe picked you to go last. Do you think you were prepared for the challenge, and why should your tribe keep you around?
I felt very prepared for the challenge because I spent this whole day working on 3x3s, and I said, okay, I have the 3x3 down. Let's try the 4x4s. And I managed to get my 4x4 time down. So I was like, okay, I seem pretty confident going into this challenge. I was sending resources along with Eileen. Like, I was trying to help people, give people a strategy, the algorithm. So I was prepared. So I said, okay, guys, I'll take this final puzzle, whatever it is, throw it at me. I can do it. But yeah, I've been practicing.
It's a shame we didn't get to see it. Sam, I'll throw the final question to you, and then we'll get to the vote. Do you think that Malolo right now is one big happy family, and this is just going to be a very sad vote, or do you think people out there are forming alliances, playing the game hard? What do you think is going to happen tonight?
Well, there might be alliances that I don't know of, but overall we seem like a pretty well-knit team. So it'll be kind of a hard vote. None of us want to be here, but it is what it is.
Well, here's hoping that you can avoid it next time. With that being said,
definitely.
we will get to the vote. I'm going to go over how we vote, and then one more thing really quick because it came up last night. To vote, again, DM the show account, the name you want to vote for. Pretty simple. In the event of a tie, we will re-vote, and you can only vote for the two people that are tied. Because we cannot do fire-making competitions in the event of a second tie, the person voted out will be the person with the fewest total votes cast against them to this point in the season, similar to the very early seasons of Survivor, if you remember those. With that being said, we will get to the vote now. Once the votes have been read, the decision is final. If there is anybody that would like to play a hidden immunity idol, now is the time to do so. All right, I will read the votes. First vote, Sam. Second vote, Lex. That's one vote Sam, one vote Lex. Third vote, Lex. That's two votes Lex, one vote Sam. Fourth vote, Sam. That's two votes Sam, 2 votes Lex, 2 votes left, 2 votes left. 5th vote, Sam. That's 3 votes Sam, 2 votes Lex. 6th vote, Lex. That's 3 votes Lex, 3 votes Sam, and that is a tie. So we're going to re-vote, and I believe I misspoke before. The tiebreaker, if we tie again, will be the person with the most votes casting previous tribal councils will be voted out. So with that being said, Lex, you will not vote. Sam, you will not vote. The other 4 of you will vote for either Lex or Sam. You must pick one of those 2. You cannot vote for anybody else. I will let you get to the vote now. And remember, whoever has the most, if another tie occurs, whoever has the most votes from previous tribal councils will be voted out of the game. You can vote now. Votes are in. I will read them now. After the vote is read, the person voted out will be asked to immediately leave the Zoom chat, and I will blow out their torch. First vote, Lex. Second vote, Sam. That's 1 vote Sam, 1 vote Lex. Third vote, Sam. That's 2 votes Sam, 1 vote Lex, 1 vote left. Fourth vote, Lex. That is a tie again. It is 2-2 Lex because you've received 1 vote in the previous tribal councils, and Sam has received 0. You have been voted out of Virginia Tech Zoom Survivor. 2 is enough. I'll put out your torch. Lex, the tribe has spoken. Go now. Well, it seems like you were a happy family that was deeply, deeply divided. Hopefully, I don't have to see you again next week. Well, tomorrow. All right. Have a good night, guys.